Hi everyone, how you going? So here we go, we're still in lockdown and I'm at home again in the garden, and today's video is a short one, and again it's about golfing mindset with a few tips for you here on how you can improve your mental side on the golf course. Now today's video is all about the memory and how your memory works, and I'm going to start off with a saying, a quote from Mark Twain, and he once said that the ability to forget is infinitely more desirable than the ability to remember. Okay, now how does that affect golf? Well, it's all about how your golfing memory, how your brain works when you're playing golf, and when you're preparing for future events and when you're out on the golf course. So if you think about it, if I just throw a random date of you, just as an example of how your memory works, I'm going to just throw in a random date at you, let's say something like 17th of August 2017. What were you doing on that day? Now, like most of you, unless that's a birthday or an event in your life that you remember that specific date of what happened, most of us, we can't remember. We can probably look through our diary, look through our iPhones and look back and say, oh yeah, I was doing this on that date, da da da. So it's hard to recall what you were doing on that date. But if I ask you what were you doing on the 9th of September 2001, when the towers, the terrorist attack in New York happened, the 9th of September 2001, then you can probably recall exactly the moment and the time and where you were, who you were with, and that feeling of shock, of whatever it is that you felt in that moment. I remember quite clearly where I was, who I was with, and when the news hit. And that's an example of how your brain works, because your memories are easier to recall when you attach emotion to them, huge emotion, and that's easier then to recall what's on your memory bank. So how does this affect us in golf? Well, you know, when you hit a good shot and you're on the golf course, it builds your confidence up, and you start thinking confidently about yourself. And if you hit bad shots, the opposite effects. You start thinking badly about yourself. And we talked a little bit about that in a talk in a past video. But what normally happens is what's learned can also be unlearned. So what we always try and think is, if you hit a good shot, it's kind of, yeah, well, that's what I meant to do. I should have done that anyway. And if you hit a bad shot, then the emotion you attach to a bad shot is much on a higher intensity than it is when you hit a good shot. Unless it was an extraordinary shot and you can remember it because of whatever it meant at that time, you can't recall it. So that's how your memory works in golf. If you're hitting good shots, you need to start to attach more energy inside. I don't mean you have to jump and scream and holler and throw your clubs in the air, which some of us do anyway, but just attach more emotion to those good shots that you've hit in the past, and keep them going into your brain. And the bad shots, try not to let the emotion, the anger, the frustration, or whatever it is that you feel rise too high, because that's not good. That's because it works both ways. A memory with emotion attached to it it doesn't matter whether it's good energy, happy, joyous energy, or bad. It's emotion, and that emotion is what brings back the memory. It works both ways, in a depressive way and in an absolutely euphoric way. Emotion is emotion. So what I want you to take on board as well is that Ben Hogan used to say that he would hit probably no more than 2-3 perfect shots in a round. And Jack Nicklaus, the same. It's half a dozen maximum perfect shots. It's all relative. So what I want you to think about is your expectations when you're out there. You're gonna hit more bad shots than good shots. So what I want you to do is to start to create a bank account in your brain of your good shots, and get high on the inside and start to put them in your bank account here of good shots in your head, because they're gonna help you when you're searching for confidence on those days when you want to go and play golf. The bad shots, keep the emotion under control. The good shots, really enjoy them, and you're gonna enjoy your golf. Only you can do this. No one else can do that. Because isn't it the case that when we're in the clubhouse and everyone's talking about the round, we don't really like to hear someone saying how well they played, how great they played, and no one's interested. They don't care really about your good shots and how well you've played. So we feel kind of uncomfortable talking about it. Okay, but everyone loves to hear about your bad shots, your rubbish shots. It's like entertainment. Oh, I shanked this, I three-putted this, I missed this, I hit a duffing shot here. So all those things that you experience in a golf environment, it's not the same as in a team sport where you've got your buddies patting you on your back and saying, oh, well done, that's great, keep it going, and you've got that camaraderie. Golf is a single sport, and you're on your own. Okay, so whatever you want to do is don't bank those bad shots, bank the good shots. Build that bank account in your brain. So the thoughts I'm going to wrap up, and I want you to remember here, is when your golfing memory is to be developed, you have to attach emotion to the good shots. Deep emotion inside. Get high on the inside and enjoy those good shots. Build that bank account of good shots in your head so it's easier to recall when you need it. And when you do miss hits, yeah, forget them as quickly as you possibly can. Okay, so if you've got any questions, guys, about your mindset, anything that you want to put in the comments below, just write it down or answer the email that I sent to you. If you're watching this on YouTube, stick it in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up if you like it, and let me know if there's any other subjects or things that you want me to talk to you about. Okay, have a great day, guys. Stay safe. Get through this together. Darren Scholes, signing off.